One second. Leave. Hi all, welcome back to our live series. Okay, so we are back with another part 2 of sociology. Okay, as you all know that yesterday class we have learned lot of things which is related to the social structure unit. Today we are going with the same unit and the next continuation part. My dear students, today we are going to study about the association. Very first, this is the association, the word which is going to be mean that a group of people, okay, so which is created by the people only, and it is a social group. It is one of the social group, means in Kannada we can say that ಸಮಾಜದ ಒಂದು ಗುಂಪು, okay, ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ಗುಂಪು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬಹುದು. If you are like you can't understanding means you can write down in the comment box. We will definitely going to answer for you guys. Yeah, so we will start with that. Sorry for the interruption. Here you can see that association is created by people, okay, which is created by people, okay. So people only create this one. It is a social group, okay, social group. People who are there in the social group, which means association, they are the organized persons, okay. So understood. So this is the thing which will be there, and when group or collection of association, a group or individuals organize themselves expressly, okay, so they will be organized by themselves, okay. If they are the unorganized, then they are not belongs to the association, okay. So that is the demand, okay. So association is a group of social beings related to instituted in common and organization with view to securing a specific end or specific ends, okay. So certain specific ends will be there, okay. So certain specific ends will be there. So there they are going to supposed to know the things which is better, okay, which means I can tell you that here you can one specification will be there, okay. So there they needs to needs to go to reach it out, okay. So that is what the association, okay, understanding. So this is the main thing will be there, okay. Voice is correct only. Then the next is that characteristics of association, okay. After this one we can going to see the characteristics of association, okay. So here the characteristics of association. The first one is it's a social group. It's a common interest should be there, okay. So everybody present in the group having the common interest, okay. So the next characteristic is that cooperative spirit. Among the people there will be always cooperation will be there, okay. So the cooperative spirit, okay, spirit will be there. Okay, so they will be work together for the end of the goal. So, okay, for some specific ends. The next one is organization. Organization. Okay, so organization. My dear student, organization, it is an organized body, it is not a unorganized thing. Okay, so everything should be pakka will be there, everything should be in a organized way. Sorry, one second, mic off. Hi. Organization body, then regulation of relations. Okay, there will be a spot to regulate the relations, regulation of relations. Okay, relations. Understand? So, this is the thing, and the next one is association of agencies. Association are means or agencies through which the members are seek to realize their similar or shared interest. Okay, so they were going to be show their similar interest. Okay, so the association of association or agencies. Understood? So, the next one is durability of the association. Okay, so association as a agency. Okay, it will be work as a agency. Okay, it will be going to be share the thoughts, their personal interest, so they will be work together according to their interest, while one person to another person there will be a what it will be there, cooperation will be there, sharing things will be there. Okay, so their interest also going to be take it as a view. Okay, so they will be also considering. Okay, take it as a consideration. So that is how association will be works as a agency. Associations are normally through agents who are responsible for and to the association. Okay, so there will be a responsible person will be allocated in the associations. Okay, so that is how association will be there. Then durability of association. An association may be permanent or it may be temporary according to the goals. Okay, so durability of the association characteristics. Okay, depends on durability. Durability, which means time being. Okay, so sometimes it will be a time being or it may be a permanent. Okay, permanent. Okay, so it will be a permanent thing. Okay, so this is all about a association. Okay, so basically association is a group which is a social group. Okay, this much you remember, that is enough. Okay, so in that most probably they may ask for 2 marks, characteristics of the association. So association is a characteristics means they have the people, the group of people, the large number of people will be there, no? So they have to show their common interest, they will show, and cooperative spirit among the people will be, we can see, and organization. Okay, organization will be there, and regulation of the relations are going to be regulate over here, and there will be association act as an agency, it will be acts as an agency. Okay, the next one is durability. Duration of the association depends on the temporary and the permanent nature of the association. There are some long standing association like state, family, religious associations, etc. Some association may be temporary. Okay, so this family and all, it will be long lasting. Okay, so association is this group of people, social group, right? So one group will be coming. When it comes to social group, by the time you will understand. The next one is institution. Institution means the society is the combination of individuals. These individuals have their various needs which they wants to satisfied. For this purpose, people behave in customary way, which is controlled by norms. Okay, so which will be, there is a society is the biggest institution. Okay, so that is how it will be act. It is formed by group of activities controlled by an interested set of norms. Okay, so in the institution, for example, educational institution, so they will be work for providing the education. So how they will be do, so there is a certain mission and vision will be there in the educational institute. They are following certain norms in the sense rules and regulations. Okay, so now we can go to institution. Okay, so we are now going to move towards the institution. Okay, so this is also very important thing you have to know. Okay, so here certain, so institution is social group of people, so where it is going to be work in a according to the norms. Now people united by, assembled means, okay, by a common interest. Here also common interest will be there. Okay, so common interest will be there. Okay, endowed by material equipment following rules of their tradition. Okay, or agreement, which means characters. Okay, and contributing to the work of culture as a whole. Okay, so which means you can understand some group of people will be there. Okay, after that what they used to do, they will going to run an institution according to the norms, means rules and regulations. Okay, so then they are supposed to go to what they used to do, they will be going to be work. Okay, so they are going to fulfill the need of the institution by promoting the culture, which is work. Okay, as a whole they are considering work. Okay, the next one is that one more definition is there. Consider institution as an established form of the condition of a procedure. Institution means certain procedure is having its own established way. Okay, so it was established, trial and error, everything already done, and now it is growing and moving. Okay, so that is what institution. Then characteristics. Okay, now we can see the characteristics. So the characteristics are the very first. The first one is stable position and permanent structure. Okay, for one institution, permanent structure will be there. Okay, one permanent structure will be there. Okay, the structure will be permanent. Okay, so the next one is that fulfills the specific needs and goals. Okay, so certain specific needs. Okay, permanent structure. While writing permanent, okay, so structure, first one. Second one is that we are having permanent structure, and as well as work for needs to be fulfilled, The next one is that specific relation partners. Okay, the social institution is a collection of social values, norms and status will be there, role, status, customs, and the basis of this they established the relationship. Family came into existence through nikah, for conjugal relations of husband and wife, and abides by all the modes method of domestic working, marriage, engagement and deaths. Okay, so the specific relation partner, suppose anything will be happen, our specific relation has to become, so that is what the institution. Okay, that is the, see, if your marriage will be happen, certain family members needs to be present over there, like that one rule will be there, no, so that is how it will be act. Okay, so in the family, during the death, during the marriage. Okay, so that is how it was working. Then permanent behavior pattern, social institutions are having that behavior is fixed. Okay, so permanent behavior pattern. Okay, so here also regulation of the relations will be there. Certain relations are should be follow the specific relation partners. Okay, patterns. So the next one is that a permanent behavior pattern. Certain permanent things will be there. Individuals are accustomed to these, therefore institution prevent the changes coming into the society. The next one is tend to be independent. Okay, it's tend to be independent. Then tend to be the site of major social problem. Okay, tend to be the major site of major social problems. Okay, so the next one is tend to change together. Okay, so whatever the changes which will be taken place, it needs to be changed togetherly, does not happen in change is brought about the institution. Other institutions are not affected by, they are interdependent, it is a dependent together changing, we can see. Okay, so the functions, how it will be going to be function. Okay, first one is that preservation of the human race. Okay, the family institution basically functions to preserve the human race and its growth by socially approved the way marriage, then provides a food and dress for the survival of the life. Okay, so this is how the family is going to be bound it. Okay, so educational institutions and religious institutions helps for better relation in the society, keeping the existence of the society. They will be hold the human races. Okay, the next one is transmission of culture. Social institution not only plays an important role in keeping the culture, but also from one culture to another culture, lot of cultural gaps will be there. Okay, so in olden days how it was there in India, nowadays how it is, how it has been established, evolved, and how it was reaching the higher heights. Okay, so we are also developing. Okay, so it is developing in a huge way even, so that is how the cultural transmission also will be taken place in the institution. Okay, so the next one is satisfaction of basic needs. Okay, so the function of institution is satisfaction. For example, family will going to be fulfill the basic amenities of the children. Okay, so that is how there will be a support of, that is the family is an institution. If you consider there, you can, all social institutions aim to providing the basic human needs and their satisfaction. The family institution provide all the satisfaction of and survival of the race. Okay, so I can tell you, assure you, for each and everything, educational need, physical need, and all the needs, they are going to be fulfilled by the family. Okay, so the next one is social solidarity. Okay, social solidarity, which means social institution plays a role in keeping law, order and unity. Family institution saves from all the waywardness, keeps children safe from disorder by providing training of norms. Okay, so by upbringing only, we used to taught to the children, this is how, this is the thing which will be there, this is good for you, this is bad for you, you have to secure yourself. Okay, so these are all the things we used to teach. So where we are going to be, we are going to spoke about the laws. Okay, law and order, which is known to be by the child also. So that is how the education will be given by the institution called family to their upbringing children. Okay, next one is social welfare and development. Social welfare and development and provision of recreational activities. So for welfare of the society and as well as the development it is going to be work. And one more is provision of recreational activity and mental and physical security. These are the provision for the recreation. If your life will be boring, you are a boring person, life will be also like that only, so you have to do some recreational activities. Okay, the next one is individual and society. Okay, so individual and society, majorly the factors influencing the growth and development of the human being is that genetic factors, age, sex, nutritional status, physical environment, infection, physiological status, and other factors include birth, spacing, birth weight, birth order of the child, and educational status of the parents. Okay, so normal how it will be there, life cycle of an individual means newborn will be 1 to 7 days, neonate means 7 days to 1 month, and infant means 1 month to 1 year, toddler 1 to 3, and preschooler 3 to 5, school age 5 to 12, pre-adolescence 13 to 15, adolescence is 15 to 19, youth, you can say youth, the age group is 20 to 40, and adulthood 21 to 40, middle age is 41 to 60, old age is above 60 years. So this is how the institution will going to be do the norm culture. Okay, so the review of the human being, okay, the growth and development, psychosocial development of an individual, how it will be there in infancy. Okay, so that and all you have studied in pediatrics. Okay, so you will going to be study majorly here factors constitutes the environment. Okay, so when it comes to the upbringing of the children, environment is very important, my dear students. Environment means so where yesterday I have told about one story. Okay, so if you go and watch first class, you definitely will understand. So there emotional factors, for example, Kashmir citizens dressing up food pattern is similar to the people who are residing in the Kanyakumari, having the similar dressing and food pattern. Okay, physical factors. Okay, so physical factors, dress, food, okay, what they are following, the culture, that this will come. The next one is emotional factors. Okay, factors constitutes environment. Environment is the factor to the upbringing of the children. So their first one is physical factor, it's all about their dress and external features. Then emotional factors, it is all about the inner peace of the person and feelings. Then social factors including the family, school, playmates, community, how the people has been reacting to the child, what kind of attention it is grabbing. Okay, so from the all the social groups. The next one is cultural factors. Environment comprises of lot of cultural practices which may be followed by the group of people. Okay, suppose one group people is maintaining, for example, state wise we can say that South Indian people are following different culture, North Indian, so both are this different groups, right? Okay, so that is what. The next one is that effects of environment on individual. Environment shape up the individual's behavior. Of course, your good environment only going to be provide you a good shaping. Okay, so it is the good shaping for your future. The next one is that the rights and responsibility of individual in democratic society. In a democratic society, there will be always important for the rights and responsibility. Then the next one is that during the olden days and all, some history will be there, don't bother about that. So you have to write what are the normal necessary rights will be there, no, that you can write. Next one is the rights are like this one: right to equality, right to freedom, right to against exploitation, right towards the culture and education, right to freedom, freedom of religion, right of property, right to free education, marital security. Okay, material security. And next one is that right to leisure, right to work, right to constitutional remedies. Okay, so these are the rights will comes under the rights and responsibility of an individual in the democratic means by the people, from the people, for the people. Okay, so for them certain human rights will be there, fundamental rights, what we will call, no, 6 rights was there, no, so those rights again you have to rewrite here. Okay, so that I was I think you people know very well about that. Then right to constitutional remedies means according to the law, okay, in order to maintain the law, okay, regarding the law. Next one, personal disorganization. Okay, so personal disorganization, this is very important. Personal society consists of group of individuals differ in the social economic status. Okay, so socially also will be not same, economically huge differences will be there, like a highest, rich, poor, middle class, lower middle class, upper middle class, and then after we are distinguish like poor people. Okay, so lot of disorganization we can see according to the all individual expected to perform certain roles in the society to lead their life successfully. Okay, so this is what the next one is. Physical disorganization, classification of the personal disorganization: physical disorganization, mental disorganization, social disorganization. Okay, so disorganization. This mental social disorganization. Okay, so these many things will be there. The next one is mental disorganization. Physical health plays a vital role in the process. That is what physical disorganization. Maintaining equilibrium. Some individuals may get genetic defects, low IQ level, low level of IQ, and congenital abnormalities. Okay, so any kind of physical issues will become that is called as physical disorganization. Mental basement of the physical health. Whenever there is a problem in the body, mind and environment relationship, mental disorganization may occur. Stressful situation, frustrating moments. Okay, so those are the things. Next one is the social disorganization, the process of individualization of the socialization. The individual comes to know how to live in the society among the social factors, economy, the basic element. So that is what the social disorganization. Okay, the next thing is social group. Social group means man is a social animal. Everyone know that he can't able to stay alone. Okay, so he is a social human being, and he is the superior of the animals. The only difference between the man and the animals is sixth sense of common sense, or common sense is working for the man. Okay, so the next we have a social group of set of group people interacting more or less unit according to shared expectations about each other behaviors. Okay, so it is a set of people, groups. Okay, socially we have lot of groups. Family is there, a peer group will be there, work, if we are going work, there we will make one of the group. Okay, so whenever two or more individuals come together and influence one another, they may be said to constitute a social group. Okay, social group means one or two people will be stay together and they will be working for the certain particular goals. Okay. The next one, characteristics, sense of unity. Okay, in the social group unity will be there. Then feeling of oneness. Okay, so there is a feeling of oneness, sympathy and unity sense unites the member of a group. Then common interest. Okay, so certain people are having the common interest, politicians and all having a common interest on the one party. Okay, so that is how, for example I am telling. The next one is a reciprocal relationship. Members establish a give and take relationship. Okay, so love is a exchanging thing. Okay, so that is how it will be work. Then similarity in the behavior. Okay, similarities we can see in the behavior, means a common interest will be there. Of course people are having the similarities. The next one, group regulations. Every group has its own rules and regulations. If we are going work, certain rules and regulations we have to follow. So same like that. Identity, each group has its own distinguished features. For example, nurses, engineers, based on their work, okay. So or else based on their economic status, or something else, they used to do the identification. Classification of groups, okay. So first one is according to lot of people will be there, language group, racial group, then a group based on territory, okay. So based on three categories will be there. In that first one is language group, racial group, groups based on the territory, okay. Language, based on the language they will do one group. If Tamil Nadu people, Tamil people, and Karnataka people, Kannada people, and Kerala people, Malayali people, we used to do like this according to based on the language, okay. So the next one is that racial group. Racial group, for example, red Indians, Negroes, Mongolites, okay. So according to the race, okay, color of the person, we are going to do the racism, okay. So we are going to do the groups. In olden days social groups are formed like this, okay. The next one is a group based on the territory, for example village, city, state, okay. So based on the place, territory means. Next, conflict group. Fourth one is conflict group. These groups are always conflict with each other. For example, political parties, labor unions, they will be always fighting together. Next one is classification according to C.H. Cooley. Classification primary group, secondary group, like that two classification will be there. And classification according to Sumner and Killer, in group and out group will be there. And classification according to P.S. Sorokin, horizontal group, vertical group, okay. So like this groups are going to be formed. So this is all about the group, okay. So the next thing is that we need to go with the primary group characteristics. Primary will be small group and close face to face. Close will be there, face to face things will be happen over here. Limited to a small area. Primary group will be always your friend group, that one. Informal, natural and spontaneity we can see over here. The whole personality of the individual is involved, okay. So then long lasting relationship we can build in the primary group, made of mostly blood relatives, our cousins, sisters, nephews, niece, okay. So then the control is internal, okay. So internally they can control. Next one is deep we feeling among the members, okay, which means there will be always, we are in the group means we used to say that deep we feeling will be there. Next one is that the primary groups are all has human society itself. There is no specific purpose of relationship will be there, okay. So this is all about the primary group, okay. It is a long lasting means a permanent group only it is. Then secondary group is very large, distant, spread of large areas, formal and artificial relationship achieved to define the purpose or purpose. Then relatively new creation, extrinsic value of the person and relationship, and as well as limited and partial knowledge we can see, okay. So this is all about the secondary group, okay. Next one is this is all about the groups, okay. So groups, unorganized, one second, one more thing is there, unorganized social groups. First one is that crowd, okay. So crowd we will call as that one. And we can see the important characteristics of crowd. Crowd is anonymous, okay. So there is no certain break will be there for crowd, no, they will come like anything. The crowd has narrow attention, so the attention towards the crowd is very narrow, easily we can go. Then poor suggestibility, there will be a poor suggestions will be there. And low mentality, okay, low mentality will be also there. Irresponsibility, okay. So irresponsibility. Then classification of crowds, okay. The classification of crowds are like Lebon, okay. So this one is not needed for you guys, okay. So irresponsibility will be there in the crowds. Okay, so these are the things. So social group, then primary social group, secondary social group, that difference you should know. One more thing I can tell you regarding the groups, lot of groups will be there, so that groups according to different people. Okay, so that you have to based on the race, based on the territory, based on the place, based on your work. So lot of things are there to classify the groups. So this is all about the sociology second unit. So this much if you know means this is enough to finish, enough to know this one. And one second. Yeah. Okay, so this is all about groups. Okay, so tomorrow we can discuss about the public and crowd. So that is a huge topic, and in this only we have to know about the social changes, social process will be there, so that we can discuss tomorrow. Okay, so this is all about social groups. Okay, thank you.